5 years into eating alkaline vegan, made every mistake. Today I'm saving you years of confusion. First, we got to get clear on what exactly does it mean to be alkaline, okay? Alkaline essentially means consuming any food that exists on the potential hydrogen scale of being alkaline, okay? So it's, I believe, 6.9 or 7.0, which is alkaline, and I'll clarify somewhere right here. But any food that exists at that level or above is actually considered alkaline. Now, as I said, I'm gonna save you guys a lot of time, all right? So people usually get into, the world of alkalinity because they either want to heal, they want to simply eat right, they want to lose some weight, get fit, just be healthy, one or the other, right? And we start to say these things like, yeah, I'm not gonna eat this because it's not alkaline, or yada, 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 but I'm gonna cook the food. And I just want to tell you guys that it doesn't matter, what you say. The truth, unfortunately, if I can actually tell you, is that when you cook your food, you actually change the molecular structure of said food, right? So therefore, it no longer being exactly what you think it is, okay? So that's just the unfortunate truth, okay? And that's something that I think is not really talked about in the whole alkaline world. Another thing too is this: there are foods that are actually not recommended on drsebi's guideline that are actually alkaline forming, okay? Now let me talk to you about that. So when it comes to alkalinity, what's really, really important is not necessarily if it is alkaline or not. What is really important when it comes to alkalinity is if it is alkaline forming and leaves an alkaline ash inside the body, okay? Because if it leaves an acidic ash, then that food is acidic, okay? And you can do your own personal research on like what foods leave an alkaline ash and what foods don't. But for this video, I'm just more so just focusing on, this, right? Yeah, like for example, pineapple is not recommended on drsebi's alkaline nutritional guide, right? However, pineapple, because of its abundance of alkaline minerals, it actually leaves behind an alkaline ash inside the body, therefore it being an alkaline food. However, yes, it is a hybrid food, okay? And that's where, I had the hugest confusion because I'm like, damn, pineapples aren't recommended. I love drsebi, you feel me? I trust him and yada, yada, yada. But like, pineapples are freaking good. Like, I love pineapple. Like, every time I have some pineapple, I not only am super hydrated, but it makes me poop. And that's really good. Like, it makes me feel good. I like pineapple, I always have liked pineapple. But to know that it's not recommended by drsebi, I was like bummed about it, So, and this is no disrespect to the elder, you feel me? Like, I greatly appreciate his presence and his teachings. If he was here right now, Baba, I'd give you a hug and, dap you up and all that, much appreciate his contribution to the collective for sure. Now, something that I think is really important is, so we understand not cooking our food actually keeps the food at whatever, pH it says on the internet, it keeps it at that, right? And we also understand that it's not necessarily about it being alkaline or not, it's more so about if it contains an abundance of alkaline forming minerals, so that way it leaves behind an alkaline ash, right, inside the body. That's what's really, really important when it comes to the whole alkaline lifestyle. Now, here's some foods that I've had that I think most people should embrace when they're on the alkaline lifestyle, because I didn't embrace them as much. One is gonna be tamarind. Tamarind is amazing, yo, amazing. And it's like, it's formed like the colon. So it's actually Mother Nature is kind of just telling us like, hey, look, this is for your colon. Consume this and I will help push out any like waste matter that you have inside of your gut. So, but it's a food that I didn't have too much because I also didn't know how to properly prepare it, So if you consume the tamarinds and also the civil orange that drsebi recommends, and also, what was it called? There's another food that's really, really good. Oh, cayenne pepper. 'Cayenne pepper. 'Cayenne pepper is amazing, and 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 'Cayenne pepper is also pears, right? These are highly alkaline foods, and also they're going to help detoxify the body at a very, very high level, okay? Yeah, trying those foods were completely life-changing, and I highly recommend anyone out there that is embarking on the alkaline lifestyle to tap in with those foods because they are incredibly powerful. A lot of electricity and detoxing properties. And if you didn't know, I just want to let you know, cayenne pepper is actually a fruit because it comes from the reproductive part of the plant. Now, some herbs that I think are really, really amazing, right? One is going to be soursop leaf and also sarsaparilla, and also, but Jamaican sarsaparilla. It's very, very different. And also, there's another one. Oh, nettle. So nettle, sarsaparilla, and also burdock are 3 herbs that I had like on the regular. And they were really, really great for me. Like, I mean, they have a lot of iron. I actually recommended this to like a lot of female clients because, you know, women, you guys have the cycle, right? So it's important that you stay up on your iron. So, but I recommended getting, you know, those herbs, and those herbs in combination work perfectly together. And also too, not only are they great for detoxing the body, but they're also great for relaxing the body. There's a calmness that you experience after having these herbs that is just indescribable. You just have to try it. And also nettle is like your multivitamin, like vitamin C, it has everything. Now, some foods that you do want to minimize on the alkaline lifestyle, I'm not telling you to completely switch cold turkey, right? But some foods that you want to minimize on the alkaline lifestyle are the animal products and also the processed foods. Decreasing the processed foods are really, really important because simply put, you are not a processed human being. You are a natural human being. You are not supposed to be consuming the Twix, right? The Fruit Loops, right? The M&Ms and the Snickers bars and the fruit roll-ups and all this other stuff. Like, that is not food. So here's the mistakes that I made when I was on the alkaline lifestyle. And, you know, when I first started, I believe I tried for like 3 or 4, maybe 5 months. At first, it was really, really hard because like going from vegan over to alkaline was a jump, believe it or not. I mean, vegan was already me not consuming animal products, right? But like alkaline was like next level, like restriction, you know? And I just want to tell you guys, like, I mean, no matter what you eat, whatever your diet routine is and stuff like that, I don't judge you. If you meet me in person, you feel me, I'm gonna dap you up, you feel me? It is what it is. It's all love over here, right? But my mistakes were switching over too fast. I did not go about it gradually. Secondly, the cheese was hard to drop. Third, I would be so restrictive that like I would be around family and I'd tell them like, oh no, I don't want to have that because I'm alkaline vegan, you know? And I understand that perspective still to this day, but at the same time, I also understand how that may have impacted my family and friends at that time. And I just don't think that's necessarily right. I think we can go about it differently and in a way where it's not so restrictive, but also in a way where it's like, we're all good, you know? And also, I actually was so restrictive on the alkaline lifestyle that I actually got really skinny. The way that you should properly start this alkaline journey, because I still believe in it, right? I believe it has a purpose, right? For individuals that are healing specifically. I don't think it's necessarily for people who are already healthy or people, just people that are generally healthy. I don't think it's for those people. Now, yes, sure, it can still work and you can still eat alkaline, but I don't think it's for people that are generally healthy. I think it's more so for people who are healing and are, you know, in need of some deep resetting. So the way that you can go alkaline, right, is do not go cold turkey, okay? That's what I did. You are gonna ruin your entire experience if you go cold turkey. Some people can do it, but take the assumption that you cannot go cold turkey, okay? And what you wanna do is gradually walk your way into this lifestyle. Like first week, you want to start incorporating some more greens, right? Some more fruits that are alkaline. Now, I'm not telling you to not have the meats and not have the starch or not have, you know, the animal products. Like, keep doing that. This is probably the only time I'm ever going to recommend keep eating, you know, animal products. But yeah, like if that's what you're doing already, like just keep doing it, and you're wanting to switch over to an alkaline lifestyle, keep eating like that, and then gradually increase your fruit consumption that are alkaline fruits, right? More watermelon, more mango, right? More pear, more burro bananas, you know? Just gradually increase it, right? Not stopping what you're doing already, but just increasing that which you are curious of or want to switch over to. And then now week 2, or let's just say, week 2 to week 4, that's when you just keep doing it even more. And then you start experimenting with herbs, okay? So when you start experimenting with herbs, that's really going to change your perspective, because herbs are going to make you question if you were even hungry, you know, and they're going to cleanse you out. You're going to be very hydrated. 2, you're going to be pooping, right? So you're going to be like, damn, well, I want to make some food, but I'm pooping, you know? And it's not going to be crazy bad, but you'll poop more often, definitely, than what you already have, right? Because these are really amazing herbs, and these herbs do just about everything, you know? And then now month 2 to month, like let's say 3, you want to start to switch over certain foods, right? If you're used to having white rice and you want to switch over to kamut, right, rice, or you want to switch over to black wild rice, right, or quinoa, do that. Start to do that between like 2 to the 3rd month, right? 2nd month to the 3rd month. And then from there, that's when you'll start to be like, okay, like now I'm switching, now the change is happening, and you want to be really patient with yourself at that point, okay? So do that between month 2 to month 3, gradually make substitutions, and then after that 3rd month, you want to then start diving into cutting out certain foods, okay? So for example, if you want to make chicken, right? Take the chicken, do mushroom chicken, right? Or take the chicken and make chickpea and quinoa burgers, right? Which are actually very easy. And by the way, I actually have a free alkaline vegan course that I created for making your transition easy as possible in my Breaking the Chains Off Wellness community. If you click the link that's down below in the description, it's free. You can join and you can get access to that entire course. And yeah, the entire community as well is all about breaking the chains off wellness. We talk about fasting, detoxing, right? Food of all kinds, lifestyle changes, internal spiritual changes. It's crazy, you know? So highly recommend for you guys to tap in with BT Cap. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I believe in alkalinity. However, I think that, you know, it's more so for sick people rather than healthy people. Like the video, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.